Alright, this is my e-portfolio. Just want to give a little quick review of what I did. This is a little about me, my contact information, and a quote that I like from Confucius. Next one is my educational philosophy. It's kind of long, but it shows what I look up to for my educational philosophy. I'm very much like Gardner's 8 Intelligence, and John Dewey has influenced me. The third page of my e-portfolio is my resume. Have some of my education, my resume, my work experience. I have an inspiration page. My family and community are my inspirations. I have some resources for parents and students. I have some games they could go on to. I have copyrights, laws, website. I have some COVID videos for children, and racism, Sesame Street for videos for children. And I also have included a family resource page from the Riverside County. The next one is standards and curriculum. I included the Common Core standards for California. And then in this link right here, it's going to take a while to load, is the DRDPs. It's the early childhood education, rubric and how to assess students. This page are my projects from other classrooms and from other classes that I've taken, and I have another blog for a class. There's some more things that will load. The newsletter is, I recently made a newsletter for my preschool class that I teach, and it's going to begin 18th, the first time virtual learning. So this is going to be interesting, and I made a little free newsletter for parents on, I believe it's smore.com. And then lastly, it brings me to our classes, children's literature. I have tons of assignments that we did in our classroom, from the book trailer to all sorts of things. But I want to hurry and get down to what was my favorite part of the class. I would have to say my favorite part of the class was a combination of the blog. This was the first time I did a blog. I know I have another blog on the other tab, but this was actually the first one I did. And my favorite activity was the Children's Literacy Circle, where we read the 8 different genres of books, and we shared our thoughts and reflections in a group with WebEx. At first I was reluctant because I dislike group work, but it was nice to hear other people's opinions and reflections about a book that we had read, and how in depth we could get into reading just one book. The most challenging for me, I want to say, was, let me see, I think it wasn't a specific challenging assignment, I would say. I think me personally trying to multitask and remembering when and what time assignments were all due, and making sure I had enough time to work, to study, and to complete my assignments. I think that was the most challenging. The best artifact that represents me as a teacher of literacy will be the family literacy backpacks. For this one, I didn't just throw things to create this literacy backpack. I actually put activities that I'm going to use in my preschool class, and that I could always expand and modify it for other grades that I hope to teach in the future. And I really put my thoughts and work into this because this was meaningful to me. The assignment that I'm most proud of is, again, the literacy backpacks. I had to do 2 of them. Not only did I I really like this assignment, but I also made a video of the activities that I have in here. So if you click that, it leads you to my YouTube video. And that is, oh, before I stop, these are resources. I have tons of resources that I got from this class. I didn't know how much I could put in here or if it would like overload my e-portfolio, but I just put some that I thought were really good. I wanted the disability categories. I put, where is this? Right here. The, oh, uh-oh. Well, it's about how to include cultures and to talk about books that bring up the topic of racism. And there's like, I think there's like 30 books. And a lot of people don't want to talk about racism, especially during these times, but I think using books like this for children of all ages, just different kinds of books that we could introduce that to kids. And I think that this is my one that I like the most. And that is the end of my e-portfolio presentation.